Hi my friends, and welcome back to another week of Keeping Up with Cathy. Thank you so much for all the positive feedbacks on my vlogs. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. I never thought that my life was terribly interesting, but I'm really surprised and encouraged by all the wonderful words and comments that you've been leaving me. So in last week's vlog, I showed you how I made my meat sauce for my lasagna. So it's Saturday morning, the day of the get-together, and I'm going to show you how I put my lasagna together. But before I do, please check that you are subscribed to my channel and click the little notification bell beside the subscribe button, because a lot of you are telling me that you are not being notified when my videos upload. So I just wanted to show you what I do. I cook with whole wheat lasagna noodles, and I just like to soak them in some warm water about 10 minutes before I put my lasagna together, just to soften them up. Because I find that if I don't do this and I put my lasagna together and then it sits in the fridge all day, sometimes the noodles are a little hard. So this ensures that they're super soft after when the lasagna is cooked. I have my pan that I'm using. And then I have my lasagna noodles that I showed you. I have 2 bags of the Kraft Italiano cheese. I have some Parmesan cheese. And I have cottage cheese. I'm telling you, this lasagna is great. So here's my meat sauce from yesterday. So I just like to put a little layer of meat on the bottom. To put 1 layer of the noodles. And then I'm going to put some more sauce. The sauce is a little thick because it's still a bit on the cool side. So that's what the first layer looks like. Then I'm going to put a layer of cottage cheese. And I'm going to use this whole tub, so it doesn't really matter about the tomato sauce getting in it. Dump 1 bag of cheese on top of the cottage cheese. Sprinkle a little bit of the Parmesan cheese on top of that. Put another layer of noodles and then repeat the whole process. You want your noodles covered so they're nice and moist. And then I'm going to take the second bag of cheese and put it on there. And then sprinkle a little bit more Parmesan cheese. So that's what my lasagna looks like, and this feels like it weighs about 7 pounds. So there's basically 5 pounds of hamburger, and then you saw all the cheeses that I put into it. So I'm hoping that I have leftovers tomorrow, and I will show you what it looks like, because I won't be vlogging tonight when my company gets here. So I'm basically going to put this in the fridge, and I'll pop it in the oven about an hour before we want to eat, and I will cook it at 350 for probably about maybe 40 minutes. And by then the cheese should be bubbling and everything should be great. So now the lasagna is done. I'm going to cover it, put it in the fridge, and then I'm going to clean my romaine lettuce for the Caesar salad. So I ripped up my romaine lettuce, and that's actually 5 heads of lettuce. And I will put the Caesar dressing on just before we're ready to eat. And the one that I like is the Renee's Mighty Caesar. And then I throw these croutons on top. I usually cook bacon, but I forgot to, so we'll just have to do without bacon. And then I bought this, it's garlic toast, and you just pop it in the oven for about 10 minutes. Well, it says for 5 minutes, but I usually cook it for 10. So we'll have that. So I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow because I won't be vlogging once the company arrives. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good Sunday morning. Is it ever cold in the house? It went down to 4 Celsius last night, considering it was 40 Celsius 2 days ago. That's quite a temperature change. I'll show you what the thermometer in the house says. It's currently 69 Fahrenheit in the house. It was 68 when I got up 2 hours ago. And there's our little friend Buddy. He was all upset last night with everybody here. So I had to leave the bedroom door open for him last night so he could sleep next to me, but needless to say, I didn't get much sleep. So just to prove how cold it is, I'm wearing socks today. And dressed all in black, my favorite color, even though I know black's technically not a color. But I wanted to show you the back of this t-shirt. Isn't it cute? I bought it last year at Clio, so I'm hoping they have them again this year. Supper last night was a success. We have 2 pieces of lasagna left. I thought for sure we'd have about a third of it left over, but at least we have something for supper tonight. And I still have to count my nickels. My brother already texted me. I think he was the big winner. He won $5.50, and according to my sister, she lost $8, so I won't get too excited. It's not like I hit the Lotto Max. Not sure what we're up to today. There's our friend again. Say hello, bud. No, not too chatty. Here's the soybean field around the house, and you can tell that the plants are really drying up and dying. I would say that the crop is probably 3 weeks ahead of schedule. But it's first signs of fall. So we are stopped at a little day park along the St. Lawrence River. You can see a sailboat over there. The water levels are very low because we really haven't had much rain all summer. And the mountains that you can see, I'm trying to zoom in, are actually in the U.S. They're the Adirondack Mountains in New York State. So you can see how close I live to the United States. I've never been in this park. I've lived here my whole life. There's a view from where we were standing, and the water is normally covering all of the rocks. And the leaves are starting to dry up and change color. It's technically still summer, but it feels like fall today. Happy Thursday morning. We're on location in my gazebo. It's a super hot day. It's hard to believe that 2 days ago I had the furnace on, but that's the weather. I didn't record this week because I have been suffering with a migraine for the last 4 days, and yesterday I just laid around all day. It was the worst, but it's getting a little bit better today, so I thought I'd come on here and chat with you. Nothing new really to report this week. It was just a quiet week. I got my contact lenses in. I think this is the right prescription. I had a really difficult time getting them in this morning because I'd only put them in 3 times previously, so it's a learning curve. But it's just so nice to be able to see and not have to put my glasses on when I'm putting on makeup. And speaking of makeup, if you're wondering what I'm wearing today, it's the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. And I use the IT Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi palette for the face. And then the eyes, I think, was a Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. And the lips is a Dior, one of their lip balms. If I remember to, I will link everything below. I'm just going to put my shades on. Oh, something else that I wanted to talk to you about was, you may have noticed that my channel is now called Cathy's Life. Well, the story behind that is, I think a year and a half or 2 years ago, whenever I started YouTube, the name that I wanted for my channel I couldn't get. So originally I named it Catherine's Life. Excuse me. But I was never happy with that name because I didn't really feel that it encompassed who I was. Yes, Catherine is my given name, but I'm a very casual person, and everybody knows me as Cathy. The only time I use Catherine is for, like, legal documents, whatever. So then I think I had switched it maybe 6 months ago to add beauty and lifestyle to try and grow my channel. But then that was such a long name to remember, it was just a pain. So I was playing around on the computer one night last week, and I checked to see if my name was available, and it was. So I decided to drop the beauty and lifestyle, and I just wanted to call it Cathy's Life, because my channel basically is about my life, and I'm Cathy. So I want something simple for people to remember, but also something simple that I can make like a hashtag on when I'm, you know, on social media. So if you were confused as to why the name changes, that's why. It's staying at Cathy's Life, not changing it again. My channel is all encompassing about everything, because there isn't one thing that I love more than another. Well, except skincare. I love skincare. So that's that. And really can't think of anything else. And I think I'm going to close this vlog for this week, because tomorrow is groceries and clean the house day. Still no news on the house. Keeping our fingers crossed. So that's that. And there's lots of butterflies around today, which is nice to see. And I think my hummingbirds left the other day. I was out in the garage door was open, and it was the strangest thing. I have 3 hummingbirds because I can tell them by their markings. And mostly all summer, it was just the one hummingbird that would always come in. So I was out in the garage the other day getting in the car, and the garage door was open. And the hummingbird actually flew into the garage and was about 4 feet away from me. Just hovered for about 5 to 10 seconds as though he was saying goodbye. And I don't know. I just love my hummingbirds. I wish I would have gave him my forwarding address for next year, because I hope we're not going to be here when he comes back. I guess that's all I have to say. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to click the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. It just helps to grow my channel. And I appreciate you taking time to spend it with me this week. And have a great day and a great week. Bye.